God almighty, second cast. There he is. Big in, big blow up. Got him. Oh yeah, stud. Absolute giant. In a net. Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to the channel. We are out here today on the Bonafide XTR, and we're going to be hitting a area that we have never hit before, or at least the opposite side of an area we've never hit before. And cool thing here, I get to try out a brand new reel here today from KastKing. This is the aluminum titanium reel. It is brand new from them, and I can't wait to get out here and see if I can catch some big old fish on it. Starting to pull into our first little starting point. We got a bunch of just kind of trees coming out the water, a lot of stumps and all. We are at the bottom end of the tide cycle. We got a good incoming tide the rest of the day, so we're gonna kind of hang out on the outside right here, throw around, and then once the tide comes in, we'll be able to slip into some creeks and hopefully get on some big trout, some big reds, and hopefully a giant flounder. We're gonna start off throwing the old topwater here. We got the Widowmaker Apex, and make that first cast with that KastKing reel. That thing was smooth. We're just gonna work that top water around. Kind of need to slow my motor just to get started, find my good drift pattern, and we'll walk that bait just like that. And I'm sure it's gonna get smoked around here. God almighty, second cast. Second cast. My gosh. Okay, so this reel has a clicker on it, has a bait caster. Dude, that's gotta be a red. If that's a trout, it's an absolute stud. I am running 15-pound test. Don't wanna do nothing crazy here. Oh my gosh. That fish got me around a stump. That was a giant redfish, y'all. Oh, Nate. Yep, got me around a stump. All right, well, we'll get retied and try that again. Another Widowmaker Apex tied on. We'll sling that guy out there. That was crazy, y'all. I think that was a giant redfish. There, I'm on already. My gosh, this is going to be an insane day. If we could land a fish, it's going to be an insane day, y'all. That was second bite on 3 casts, and I didn't even feel like a blow up from it. He just sucked it right on down. I think that one was a trout. Dude, this is going to be such a good morning if I can just connect. There he is. Like I was saying, if I could just connect. Good trout. Good trout. So we are throwing the Apex topwater, and first fish right here with a net. It's gonna be a nice 20 some odd inch trout. Get him right there. Look at that. Y'all see it right there, 5 casts. We've had 4 blow-ups on 5 casts. Look at that fat fella right there. Beautiful. I thought it was gonna go probably 20, 21, but she's really just fat, probably about a 19 incher or so. Thank you so much for the bite. Light colored trout right there. See you, girl. Boom! We are on them this morning. Gotta love it when a plan comes together. Never fished this area, and I just felt like with the tides, fishing around these stumps, all this bait that's here early summer, late spring, I just felt like it would be a really, really good place, and it is shaping out to be awesome. Easing back on the line here, give that a nice little rip out, and start walking it again. Just kind of been keeping a medium pace. Slick conditions right here is great top water, just a tiny bit of chop, but that top water is gliding through the water nicely. Got him. Biggin'. Oh, he ain't that big. Solid fish here. trout number 2 on the morning. Starting to think that first fish we hooked might have been a giant redfish. Chill, 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 chill. All right there, trout number 2 using that Apex topwater and on the KastKing aluminum titanium reel. I'm absolutely loving that reel, super lightweight. All right, appreciate the bite, fella. Bye-bye. I'm not gonna waste a whole lot of time talking to y'all. I'm gonna get another cast out here because I'm not sure how long this early morning topwater bite is gonna last. So you gotta get it while you can. That was a great cast. 2 foot flat right here. Big end, big blow up. All right, we gotta get around this tree. That's a trout. Oh no, Nate. I put a lot of slack in my line. He's still on. That looked like a trout to me. Giant blow up. It is a trout. That fella smoked it like a doggone upper 20-inch trout. It's still a solid fish here. Y'all, we're probably 15 minutes in, man, and just about every single cast. We barely got that guy hooked. He might end up getting off. That's all right. All right. They are so fat in here right now. Solid fish right there. So fat. That one there is probably 21, 22 inches easily. Beautiful fish. All right. Thank you for the bite. It is on fire right now. Got him. Good fish. Yep. Don't get around any of those stumps. Whew. That is a good fish. That's the biggest one of the morning, I believe. Swimming at me now. Show me. Ah! Dude was just splashing and carrying on. Still a respectable trout. Definitely fooled me on the size. They got a lot of energy today, I'll tell you that. I'm gonna drop them back in the water, get a little bit more slack. All right. Well, we're 30 minutes in and we dang near. If we'd been fishing clean, we'd have well over a limit of speckled trout this morning. Man, I love catching these guys. Speckled trout has got to be my favorite inshore fish to target, just because when you can get on some big ones, which we haven't found any giants, we've definitely found some decent ones for sure, but you can get on those 25 and up inch fish. It's just insane the fight that those fish have, and then on top of that, the rarity of the fish, you know. He came back for it, got him that time. Oh, that's a good one. That one's taking some big gulps. I think we stuck a good one here, y'all. Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Stud, absolute giant. This one's getting a net. Oh, woo. Don't let this fish get off, Nate. Don't you dare let this fish get off. I mean, that is a fatty right there, y'all. Get in the net, dude. In the net. That is one of our biggest trout of the year. And I was just talking about how rare it is to get these big guys. And I knew being in here amongst all these other solid 20-inch fish, we would find a respectable trout. And this right here is an absolute stud. Look at that fish right there, y'all. Probably sitting around 24 or so. Get a quick measurement. Just a quick measurement. Oh yeah, 23 and a half, but so fat. Look at that fella. So awesome. I mean, that is a fat trout. Bye-bye, girl. Thank you for the bite. The sad thing is that I'm starting to think that that first fish that was just ripping drag off of us might have been a 26 to 29 inch trout. At first, I'm thinking redfish because they're just bulling down, but we've not seen another redfish, and I probably caught 9 or 10 trout by now. Had a lot of missed trout, but no more redfish in sight. Yeah, I think that fish we had this morning was a giant trout. All right, so we're gonna go up here to this point, reset there, and just keep on working down. I feel like it's a little bit deeper on this end, not much, maybe half a foot to a foot, but in the 1.5 foot zone, I've not gotten any bites. In that 2 to 2.5 foot zone is pretty much where I've been getting all my bites. All right, so we just reset, about to throw right there where we caught that last big trout. But before we get into that, I do want to give a huge shout out to Fish Slime TV on YouTube. He's been throwing a lot of our baits down in Texas. He has an excellent YouTube channel. I'm going to link his channel down below if y'all want to see some awesome wade fishing content amongst other Texas content. Be sure to check out Fish Slime TV. Also, if y'all have a YouTube channel out there and you want me to give you a shout out, just give me a message. If you're throwing our baits, I will be happy to give y'all a shout out on y'all's videos. But anyways, back to the action. Right, yeah. Oh my gosh, I was just reeling in. He smoked it. Good trout. Dude, I wasn't even working that top water, y'all. I was just reeling it in. I got Chad Willard on the phone. I'm talking to him. I was just reeling in the top water, and this trout just smoked it, y'all. That's a good one. 22 incher. I'll holler at you. I try not to use my net whenever possible. Solid little trout right there. You know, those fish, they get in there, they roll in the net, and they cause you to get your hooks tangled up in there, and you spend a lot of time trying to get the hooks out of the net. But that trout, that was insane how he ate. All right, well, we went ahead and put the top water up. It's about 9 o'clock now, and we're gonna get in here and see if we can put a couple more variety of species on this reel right here, the KastKing Aluminum TI. All in all, so far, I'm absolutely loving it. Tossing that top water out there, it was super light, and I was just able to work it back to me. I wasn't experiencing a whole lot of fatigue, so definitely a good top water reel. I haven't gotten to experience the drag a whole lot. I know that first fish did take some drag, but that was like, you know, it takes a little bit of time to get things fine-tuned, like get the drag exactly where you want it, get your brakes dialed in, which right now my brakes are dialed. I think I've only backlashed one time all morning, which is incredible. Anybody that throws bait casters knows that backlashes are inevitable, and if you can have a reel that has a good brake system like this one does right here, it will minimize those backlashes. But we got a lot of wind coming out of the east right now, so we're going to ease into a creek. I got the curly tail grunt on there. Hopefully we can stick us a big old redfish, maybe even some flounder on it. Oh, that's him. Got him. Fish on. Be a flounder. Is it? It is. All right. Species number 2. Got us a micro flounder as our first flounder of the morning on the grunt, the first creek that we're walking into. See you, dude. Little old fella right there. Where there's small ones, there's got to be bigger ones, right? I know I'm in a really good area right now. Got some fish. There he is. That's a flounder. That one's a little bit better. Not by much. That was such a weird bite on that guy. There he goes. We weren't going to keep him. We're going to get an easy release on that. If we get us a bigger one, I'd love to take to the house to maybe stuff or fry whole. But we're just gonna throw that guy back. So I didn't even try to get the net on him. Probably about a 15, 16 incher. Bigger than the first flounder that we picked up for sure. I think that's a bite. We're gonna set up. Yeah, that's a snag. Yeah, all right. Let's get off this stick. Oh yeah, that's a flounder. Got him. Oh, Nate! He wasn't big. At least he didn't feel big on the hook set. All right, we are on a good grass line right now. Oh, got fooled again right after that other bite. That's a rock or something down there. Gotcha. That might be a decent flounder there. Oh man, it's a flounder. Not a big one. That is flounder number 3. Beautiful little fellas. And definitely the tastiest of all the fish living in this marsh right here. The old thunder chicken grunt. Now getting it done in some shallow water. Bye-bye, dude. All right, that last flounder came right off this little patch of grass, and there's like this little cove behind it. And I think we're gonna find some more fish coming through here. It's just, I mean, we're probably 100, 150 yards into this creek, and it looks like it goes maybe half a mile or further down. So we got a lot of shoreline to work with. I think we can find some more fish. I think we got us a fish. Yeah, I got weight. Got him. Uh-oh. What do we got? Look at that for some variety. Doggone bull croaker. And y'all can tell why they call him a croaker right there. He is going crazy. Chill, chill, chill. I'm gonna let you go, buddy. That's a good one right there. See you, dude. We came into this creek, hooked several flounder, ended up landing a couple of those flounder, and just got on a flurry of speckled trout early on. But this was my first on the water experience with the KastKing aluminum titanium reel right here. The first thing I noticed about it is insanely light. It's very small. It reminds me of my Shimano Aldebaran reel, which my Shimano Aldebaran is about a $550 reel. This is less than half the cost of that. One of the things I really like about this reel, and I wish I would have landed or hooked a big redfish so y'all could have heard it, but the drag has a clicker on it, which is very unique to bait casters. That is typically something you would only find on spinning reels. And I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I love hearing when that fish is running. I love hearing that clicking just running off. I don't know, there's something about that sound that just does it for me. So that is something that's very unique to this reel. Another thing, the brake adjustment is very simple, and I might have backlashed 2 times all day today, which, like I said earlier, if you're running a bait caster, like 0 backlashes, that's impossible. You're gonna backlash, especially when we got 20-mile-an-hour winds. When I break out of here, the wind's just gonna be absolutely insane. So throwing into the wind, the braking system on this reel is solid. But yeah, I mean, just the comfort of it, the way it fits right there in my palm, the weight, the drag, everything about this reel is absolutely amazing. Now, I did do an unboxing where I talked about all the specs and stuff on this reel, so if you want to know anything about the specs or the very specifics about this reel, you can check out that video. I will link it up here, as well as put that one down in the description. But all in all, a very solid reel. I will have them linked down below if you want to check them out. Go on their website and you know, see what y'all think of them. you just visit the description. I'll have them linked down below. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If y'all did, hit that like button, comment with any questions, subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see y'all next time.